and I've got our one of our um, buyer specialists here, Melanie Williams, has joined us today to talk about, introduce herself and talk about the market as it pertains to buyers specifically right now. We're getting close to spring. It's warming up outside. It's 65 degrees, and that's unseasonably warm for this time of year in February. And I I don't know about you, Melanie. I am seeing the market heat up some. Um, I'm seeing more multiple offers on properties, especially at a certain price point, and I would say maybe that's below 450,000 kind of zone. Interested to hear your thoughts on that and what you're seeing out there in the trenches. But first, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got to Huntsville, and how you got into real estate.
Hi. Hello, everybody. This is my first live cast, so I'm really happy and excited to be here. First of all, I came to Huntsville the same way many people came to Huntsville, and that is through the military. Huntsville is such a wonderful place. It has so many retired and active duty and people associated with the military. And when it was time to retire, we decided that we were going to make Huntsville our home, as so many other people have done. The only problem is that we were currently overseas. We had to find a way to find a home while we were in Korea and find a home in Huntsville that we could transition to. So I happened to find a fabulous real estate online. His name was Ben Nemec. And Ben helped us through every step of the process of buying a home. And we did it at the time, it was unheard of. We did it, sight unseen. Of course, now
Hmm.
that seems to be more common now. So
Yeah. Yep.
Ben helped us find our house, and it ended up being our dream home. And we're here to stay. So after we got here, that was in 2014. After we got here, Ben asked, and I apologize, my dogs, somebody's barking. So somebody's,
Okay. That's okay. Post COVID, and that's totally acceptable.
yes. uh, so, so Ben asked if I would like to be his assistant, his admin assistant. This was in 2016. And I said, definitely, I'd love to do it. By 2017, I went ahead, got my real estate license, and became his buyer's agent. And I have been running ever since. That has now I'm going on my seventh year this year, and it's been so much fun. Uh, I would say I didn't expect to be in this business. I had planned to be in the hospitality business, or I was in nonprofit work for many, many years. And it turns out that real estate is what gets my blood going, what gets me out of bed in the morning.
Good. That's awesome. That is awesome. So yeah, what are you seeing out there right now? You're out with buyers. You're showing property. You're submitting offers. What's happening out there?
Well, there's good news and there's not so good news. The great news is that there's more inventory out there for our buyers to look at.
Mhm.
A year ago today, I mean, there was like almost no inventory out there. In fact, I'm looking at the stats right now, and a year ago, there were 601 homes on the market, a year ago, December. This
That-
December,
Is that all of Madison County, or is that Huntsville?
yes, Madison County. So
Okay.
this year, by the end of December, there were 1,521. So there's significantly more homes on the market, but still, that's not a lot historically, but it's much better. So there are more homes to choose from, which is fabulous for my buyers. Homes are staying on the market a little bit longer, so they don't have to make a decision first time they see it, the very first day it's on the market. You know,
Hmm.
we used to fight to be the very first ones in the morning so that we could put an offer in right then and there. You know,
Yep.
now they're staying on the market a little bit longer, like almost double the amount of time that it was before, which is still historically low. I mean, the average days in the market is 22 days right now. This is as of December, and that is, I mean, a few years ago that was unheard of. That was,
Yeah.
you know, uh,
Yes.
so. we're selling the other thing is we're selling less homes than we were a year ago. Even though there are a lot more homes on the market, we're selling less homes, and the homes that we are selling or the homes that our buyers are buying cost more. Right now, on the average, it's over 20,000 more than they were a year ago. So why is this good news and bad news? It's great news because there's more inventory to choose from, and buyers now have more leverage out there. They're able to actually get inspections done. They're actually
Mm.
maybe if it's longer, maybe they're able to get some of their costs covered. Their closing costs. But if the house is in great shape, it's renovated, it's priced properly, and it's in a desirable location, it's a multiple offer scenario. And
Yeah.
that's my houses that they're choosing. They're choosing the houses that everybody else is wanting, and we're still in bidding wars. We're not in bidding wars 15 people as opposed, at a time 15 offers or more than that. We're more along the lines of now with 5 offers, 4 offers, but it's still a bidding war. So buyers have to come prepared and to deal with that and understand how much they're willing to spend and what their limits are going to be and such. Something that they need to decide before the process starts.
Yeah. So where's the line? Where do you think the price line is where below it there are multiple offers and above it there aren't as many?
Yeah. So, I mean, from what I'm seeing, I'll be honest with you, it really depends on the house. You
Yeah.
know,
Condition.
in the lower ranges, if it's a house that needs a lot of work, but it's in prime position, prime location, and it's priced right, it's going to be multiple offers and
Yes.
high low threes. If it's in that right, it's going to be multiple offers. But at the same time, if it's a $500,000 house and it is ready to go and it's in a great location and it doesn't need any updates or anything, it also is going to have multiple offers.
Yep.
So stay in the fives and unders.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's good. And so how are you advising your clients to structure their offer when there is a potential for other legitimate interest? If there's another offer on the table or the listing agent says, "Hey, I'm expecting one or two to come in." How are you handling that?
First off is I make sure that I'm in good communication with the listing agent.
Hmm.
Craft our offer to be as comfortable and appealing to the seller as possible. Whether that means, we find out what's most important to them. When do they want to move out? Do they want to stay in a little bit longer?
Hmm.
What do they need in order for them to give weight to our offer? And a lot of times they'll share that, especially if it's to their benefit. Um, and that line of communication allows my clients to really the line of communication that we have with the.
Yeah, yeah, and that's key. I mean, I primarily list homes, and that makes such a difference when the buyer's agent calls me and introduces themselves if we don't already know each other. And if we do already know each other, call me and just tell me about the offer and say, "Hey, we'd really like to work with you," and make it as pleasant as possible so that listing agent knows who they're dealing with. And that makes a huge difference. So I think you're doing right there. Well, good. Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. We know you're busy. And well, I look forward to doing these more often. And, anything we can do to provide value to the public and those that may be interested in buying or selling real estate. That's our goal. So thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Melanie or myself. We'll put our contact information in the comments or in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for joining us. See you next time.
Thank you, everybody.